Welcome everyone to Lotto Friday. We're about to embark on a journey through the world of daily stock watch lists. This one for Lotto Friday, September 29th. I put these lists out for you guys for free every single day. So thank you for joining me. We've got a lineup. It's bound to keep you on the edge of your seat. We're not just hunting for any stocks. We are on the lookout for the winning trades that can bring in big gains. And here's the kicker. This watch list is packed with a ton of different setups, different opportunities that could turn your Lotto Friday into a winning one and send you into the weekend happy. So before you even think about clicking away, I want you to get ready to join us in this adventure. And by the end of the video, hopefully you'll be equipped with the knowledge and the insights needed to potentially secure those winning trades. Let's dive right into this thing. The Lotto Friday watch list begins. If you are new to trading or you do not have a screen like this one, this is TradingView. I provided a link in the description for you guys. It gives you a free 30-day trial to their sub-based services. And then if you decide to go ahead and use those sub-based services, you get up to $30 off of that subscription. But you need to start by clicking on that link. Let's get started on this list. We're going to start off with Etsy. Etsy has this 1-3 setup, or a Nirvana setup, coined by Rich from Trading Wars, or you call it the 1-3. Super powerful setup. And if you guys want to see the history or how things are supposed to work or the probability of how they work, all we have to do is go back and look in time at the last time we had 1-3 setups. They don't always work, okay? And that's why I go back to show you guys this stuff, because they don't always go on those big runs that we expect them to. That one didn't. If we go find one more, look at this one. This big gap up ended up running. So that is the probability, the high probability plays. That's the potential of the plays that we're looking at today. So we have the 1-3 setup. There's two ways you can take this. You can look for calls at 63.96 or puts at 61.22. And if you have questions on any of these setups, you can leave them in the comment section below. I answer all my comments, so try me out. Ask me something in there. I will answer back to you guys. I'll heart the comment. I thumbs up the comment. You can find me on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold, or there's a link in the description below for my free Discord. It is FREE free. You join it for free. There's a ton of rooms in there to chat and ask questions with other people who love this strategy and who are learning this strategy and who are advanced in that strategy, including myself. So make sure you guys check out that link down below. We move on to the next one. We look at BIDU. And BIDU, actually, I'm going to take off of here, was a 2-up green. So it does not need to be on there. Let's move on to Citibank. Also a 2-up green. Let's take that one off of there. CL. So CL has what we call a inside bar. And guys, an inside bar, and you see it's painted, it's hard to see, but they are painted yellow. Part of my indicator, it includes the painted inside bars with these tabs here, painted outside bars. This time frame continuity indicator, the candlestick numbers, that link for that is in the description below, or it comes with part of my Griswold Gold membership. You can find more information on that in the Discord or on my Twitter. But as we move back to CL, CL has this inside bar. This is a high probability trade off of the inside bars. And so when you see the inside bars, I want you guys to think of consolidating candles. I want you guys to think of a spring being compressed, compacted, loaded. And when you take the pressure off that spring, what do we expect? Well, we expect a big move. So off of this inside bar, we had that big move to the downside. This is the exact kind of play, the exact kind of thing that we expect off of those inside bars. Here's another one. Wasn't as big and we didn't hit targets, but we still had that move. So probability-wise, we look for those big moves. Here's a couple outside bars that happened off of the inside bars. But here we go again. So inside bar, we triggered, hit multiple targets. Inside bar, we triggered, we hit multiple targets on the way up. So every trade, guys, every trade, every strategy, doesn't matter what you're looking at, is based off of probability. So that's what we're playing here always, is probability. And that's what the stock market is. It's a business of probabilities. And the quicker you realize that you're not always going to be right, the better off you will be when you're trading. Okay, let's look at Apple. So Apple has another scenario, another setup. It's a 2 down that finished green. So a 2 down candle means we only broke the low of the previous candle, that's the direction it pushes us down. And a 2 candle only breaks one side of the previous candle. That's how we get to the 2 down naming of it. But we finished green. So what does that tell me? It tells me that buyers took this back throughout the day and that there is potential for this to run back to the upside. So this is where we start looking for calls on a 2-2 reversal. So we look for those calls at 172.03 and we mark our targets at the high of the preceding wick. Okay, so 73.04 is the next setup. We move on to CVS. Here's an inside bar and a shooter candle. So a shooter candle has the body at the bottom with a big long wick to the top. The strat has 3 actionable signals: shooter candles, inside bars, and hammer candles, which is the exact opposite. It's a bullish pattern where the body's at the top and the long wick is at the bottom. So we have 2 of the 3 actionable signals set up here. We can look for puts here, which are highly probable at 69.75. Does it mean that's what's going to happen? It doesn't. But it's high probability. And we don't get into this trade until we've triggered past this line. That's how we know we get into this trade. We can still take calls at 71.05 on CVS. If you're looking for the top 5 plays or the top 3 plays out of these setups, the Griswold Gold members get that. As part of the membership, it's $50 a month. You get the top 5s. You get one-on-ones with me. You get a 1-hour strat course that I've created. You get live trading bots. There's a ton of stuff, a ton of value in there for that $50 that realistically you can make back in one trade off of some of the strategies that I teach, like the SPY 155. You guys make sure you're subscribed and check out those videos on the SPY 155. It doesn't get any simpler than that. When we look at those strategies, that SPY 155 strategy, I tell you where to enter. I show you where to enter. I show you where to exit. I show you how to manage. It is very, very simple. Let's look at Disney, who's been on a horrific downturn. We have a 2 up that finished red, so this is another scenario. We broke the upside, so it is a 2 candle. We only broke one side of the previous candle, and it's to the upside. So it's a 2 up, but it finished red. There's another thing that I want to point out here. Time frame continuity. Look at that. Everything is pointing down. That's telling me there are sellers right across the board on Disney. So we are, just like on the SPY strategy that I teach, we're trading back into time frame continuity. High probability setups. We're already 2 down on the week. I know that because we've surpassed this pink line to the downside. Those are part of my weekly swing setups. Videos I do for that as well. The gold members also get the top 5s for those. There's going to be a review video coming out for that, and we're going to show you how successful the swing strategies really are with the strat. So Disney, we look for puts at 79.65. Let's move on to the next one. Off of Disney, we've got DraftKings. DraftKings with another inside bar. So we talked about that golden inside bar where we look for that big break to the upside or the downside. That spring-loaded action, that pump that we're looking for. We had one here. We triggered and we targeted. Okay, we had one here. We triggered. Look at this. 4-day run to the downside. Multiple targets hit. Inside bar. Okay, nice little run to the upside. Didn't hit targets, but we had a nice run. Inside bar. Big run to the upside. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the high probability plays with the inside bar. We move on to Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola with the inside bar. And we talked about time frame continuity pointing to the downside. So we can look for puts here. High probability plays at 57.70. Calls still possible at 56.32. Morgan Stanley inside bar, we are 2 down on the month. We are 2 down on the week. If I go to the 3-month chart, because that is my purple line, we are so close to going 2 down on the quarterly as well. So if we hit, looks like second targets on the way down, we have created that domino effect. We've gone 2 down on the week, 2 down on the month. This 2 down on the day will trigger or potentially trigger the 2 down on the 3-month. It's always a domino effect. The day triggers the week, triggers the month, triggers a 3 quarterly chart. Inside bar, look for that on Morgan Stanley tomorrow. Good time frame continuity to the downside. We look for the inside bar, trigger, target. Okay, exactly to the target and then a retrace. Big run here off of that inside bar. We gap, but it was a big run. Here's another one. Big run to the upside off the gap. Okay, so like I can't make this stuff up, guys. This is by far the simplest strategy that you will ever find. I promise you that. There's nothing simpler. Anybody who dives into this stuff to learn it has always come back to tell me there is nothing more simple than the strat. Okay, we go to Netflix, 2 down green. We're going to look for it to trend up. We had a 2 down. Buyers brought it back. We'll look for those calls at 378.96. Nike, as we move on to Nike, 2 down green. We're going to look for those calls back to the upside. And targets, just the high of the preceding wick. The next one, to the high of the preceding wick. Really that simple. Okay, from Nike, we move on to PayPal. 3-1 setup. So again, another new scenario. Outside bar, inside bar. And you notice the gold highlight? That's part of my indicator to help you find these things way more easy. Okay, outside bar, inside bar, boom, to the upside. Fantastic run. These things do not happen very often, and they tend to be really, really powerful. Big runs up here. We go back here, another run to the upside, hitting multiple targets. Those 3-1 setups are fantastic if you can find them. And you don't have to find them on the daily chart, guys. You can find them on the weekly. You can find them on the 15-minute, the 5, the 30, the hourly. They work on every time frame. This is another inside bar example of Amazon. Big runs to the downside. They're fantastic. Okay, and if you guys stick around here, I'll show you a quick little thing on SPY. Okay, 2 down green on Amazon. We look for the calls back to the upside at 126.58. Let's go look at SPY. A quick little review on my, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I just want to show you guys, like, I don't trade SPY if it's inside day. So once we broke this blue line, was the high side, was the high of yesterday, of the 28th, or whatever, whenever you're watching this video. This blue line was the high of September 27th, sorry. So as soon as we broke that on either side, that was my thing. We're outside of the inside bar day. I'm ready to take this for calls to the upside as long as we're above that bar. Okay? So right here, off of this 2 down red, we take it to the upside for a win. Okay? This one would have failed. You would have got stopped out, and that's okay. You're not going to win every trade, but watch. Inside bar, triggered to the upside for a big win. Inside bar, triggered to the upside for a big win. Go watch my SPY 155 playlist, guys. It's going to change the way you guys trade. If you stay consistent with it, it will change the way you guys trade. Now, you don't have to use it, but that's become my secret sauce. The SPY 155, trading off of the 15 and the 5-minute chart all at once. Okay? We set our triggers and targets on the 15. We manage on the 5. So go check that stuff out. Good luck trading Lotto Friday. And I hope you guys have the best weekend, the most fantastic day. The subscriber count, guys, what can I say? 4,100 plus. So thank you so much for that. It's been an amazing ride so far, and I want to keep it going. I want to teach you guys this stuff so you can get where you want to be with trading. So good luck, Lotto Friday. Great weekend, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.